dear friends and colleagues. Just a little while ago, I posted a new blog post on my blog, The Professional Interpreter, where I talk about how interpreters worldwide should protect their fees and should protect their markets. Well, just about a few hours after I posted this article, I started receiving very favorable comments from all kinds of colleagues all over the world. But also, I started getting some comments that were of concern to me coming from many agencies. Now, in all fairness, I should add that these agencies are small agencies, agencies that I never heard of before, or these were agencies that we all know who they are and they have a reputation, but not the kind of reputation that you should be bragging about. Mainly, their complaints were about what I said regarding how interpreters should look at their clients' markets to set their fees. If you have not read my article, I invite you to read it at the Professional Interpreters blog. Now, with that said, it really surprised me the fact that they were very bold on their statements, and this is like a summarization of what they all said, but basically they all coincide in two main points. Number one, that interpreter fees should be set by the region where the interpreter lives, not the client, not the agencies. And number two, based on the language pair that the interpreters provide services in. It's not based, and nobody ever mentioned, neither quality of the interpretation or nobody ever mentioned the experience of the interpreters. In other words, quality, experience, and that type of factor is irrelevant. The degree of difficulty of the event is irrelevant as well. According to them, all that counts is where the interpreter lives and what languages the interpreter uses as his or her working languages. That is very enlightening, and also the fact that all of these emails, and there was not a single exception, come signed by people that are either sales representatives, people that are in the front office of these agencies, or people that are self-proclaimed either interpreters or translators, although honestly I could not find the name of any of them in any records or anywhere online or through another research that I did with colleagues worldwide as interpreters or translators of certain level or reputation. So it was puzzling to me because all these people making such bold statements apparently have absolutely no background within our profession. Now, the other thing that I have to mention is that it was very, very interesting to see that all these answers came from agencies that either have a very limited scope of practice or that have a very small region where they operate. In fact, all of them were talking about, well, we pay different rates, because they don't even mention fees, to our interpreters depending on the state where they live, which clearly to me shows me that these are agencies and individuals based in the United States, and for that reason all they can think of is the states, and they don't even grasp the fact that interpreting is a worldwide profession. Number two, all of them are also talking about, well, it depends on whether the interpreters are certified or non-certified, and one of them even goes into a lecture that, by the way, is wrong on who is court certified in the United States at the state level. Now, I must say, and this is extremely interesting also, that this shows me that they are only thinking of either healthcare interpreters or court interpreters, and only in the United States. And that kind of came as a shocker to me because my article mainly is dealing with conference interpreting. That's not even on the radar, which means these people have agencies of very limited practice. So it's puzzling to me why they are so adamant protesting and opposing something that maybe doesn't even apply to them, and even if it does, which it does, by the way, is defended by arguments that are much more solid than what they are arguing there. And finally, and I found this very interesting, all of them talk about remote interpreting, whether it's video remote interpreting or whether it's telephonic. I think perhaps one of them mentions RSI, but the rest definitely do not, where they are saying in a very insulting way uh, that remote interpreting is going to be the only type of interpreting in the future. I submit to them that they are totally wrong. They are, like I said, not even considering many types of interpreting that have to be performed in person, and also that shows us that they are ignoring best practices by the main professional organizations like AIC and like a lot of other regional organizations in the United States, Asia, and Europe, where, and even South America, where clearly it's been stated that right now, because of the crisis we are going through, we have no choice but to do this remote interpreting, and that in the future it will be used for certain things, but in no way will become the norm, in no way it will become the rule, especially when you're talking about working from home. That is very concerning because it shows me that these people that are hiring interpreters all over the place and that are the ones deciding how much you as an interpreter has to make for your professional service are people that clearly do not know much about our profession, about the service that we provide. And I think that for that reason, dear colleagues, this type of agency that brings up these issues, that shows you right away the limited kind of work that they do, are agencies that we should never waste our time with. In other words, they are not going to be good clients. They are not going to be your future. They're just a waste of time. So get rid of them, toss them, and concentrate on the direct clients that are and will be the future of your personal professional practice. And if you have one or two reliable agencies there that you treat as direct clients, spend time with them as well, as far as they allow you to talk to somebody that knows about the profession. But please do not waste your time with these other little ignorant people, because in reality, that's not going to bring you anything good to your practice. Don't waste your time with them. At least that is my opinion. Thank you very much.